Alright, so today we are going to learn about creating walkthrough and rendering for your realistic representation. So for that, you come to this view tab, and there you have this walkthrough option is available, and your rendering option is available. Alright, so about this walkthrough, what you can do is you can place all the cameras and then you can play them together for your walkthrough. So this will be very easy to create your walkthrough, and after that you can render it also. You can render your walkthrough as a video, and you can render as a still image over there. So if you need your realistic 3D model, so for that you must place all the materials over there. So that thing is must before going for your walkthrough and your rendering option. Make sure that you have placed all the materials already. So you already know that in this manage we have this materials. There you can create all the materials over there, or else you can go to any object type properties there, and within that you will find material options, and there you can assign materials. All right, so let's go for this first floor within this plan there, and now let me come to this view, and here you see this walkthrough. I'm going for this walkthrough. Before that, just let me show you that in this project browser, this there is nothing called walkthrough right now. So when I will create walkthrough, so one separate section will be created within this project browser for walkthrough. Okay, and from there we have to access. So later we will go into details that how we can access that. So now let's go for creating this walkthrough. So this is the option. You will be getting it from this view tab and from this drop down arrow of this 3D view there, or else you can get it from your quick access toolbar also. This same option available within this quick access toolbar there. Okay, so let's go for walkthrough there, and now you will be placing all the points. Like, let me place it. So this is your start point. You have placed the camera, and the second point you are placing the camera, and then third point, then fourth point, and all the points like creating a path uh, like it is same. It is similar to creating a spline in AutoCAD. So you are connecting with the points, the path is being created. Okay, so now just initially I'm going to create this, and later we will change this position for the cameras, and the angle there we will change it like this. So now let me just finish. So here you can see that the view will be perspective, so you can uncheck that, and then you can change the view scale. Okay, so within perspective there will be no view scale. So if you uncheck it, then only you can change this scale. So now it's okay with the we are okay with the perspective projection, and then the offset from your first floor. Okay, so that is the eye level in the default set, that is 5 feet 6 inches. That is the default eye level. uh, at that height from first floor the camera is placed right now, and you can change the height as well. So now let's just place it over there. Okay, so here you can see that is placed right now, and if you come to this project browser, and here you can see this walkthrough is set right now. This walkthrough section is created, and there you can come to this walkthrough. Okay, so this is your camera, this is your camera view. So you remember this thing when we were creating the camera view, this window was there. So it's similar like that. We have placed, you can say that we have placed multiple cameras. uh, so here you see that this is the path is selected right now, and you have to uh, change it, right? So come for edit walkthrough, and now you see that this is the frame 300 frame you have. So you can come to this frame settings, and you can change the like total frame numbers, you can change it there. And it is set to uniform speed, so in each and every frame uh, the speed will be same. So here you can see, so you have checked uniform speed, so that's why everything is locked here, you cannot change anything. So if you go for uniform speed, if you uncheck, if you go for uncheck this uniform speed, now here you can uh, change this. Okay, so if you go, the frame is 1, okay, and the accelerator is 1.0. So here if you change anything, the speed will be changed. Okay, so like this we have placed all the frames, right? So I haven't placed like one uh, first frame we have created, and then we have taken the gap, and that is our 15.3. Okay, there I have placed the camera, but in between that uh, I haven't placed the camera, but it will adapt according to the path flow. Okay, the camera will adapt itself according to the path flow, like the direction from the first to second. So the main points we have created, and in between that the camera will adapt itself from its previous point to the next point. How it's going, it will adapt itself. All right, so let's go with the uniform speed there, and frame per second is 15, so you are getting the total time according to that, like 20 seconds you are getting. So you can change the frame to 3000, and accordingly you can apply, and you are getting 200 seconds. All right, so let's go for this. Okay, now, and the camera is set right now. So let's go for first frame. Let's go to first frame. So here it is, first frame, and you see that it's locating towards this direction. But I need to make this not this this building. I want to show this building, right? So for that, click on this plus symbol, drag it towards this direction, and this is for your field of view, increasing your field of view. Okay, so like this, and this width and height you can change it also. Like you come to this walkthrough, and there you control this. So here you have to change it. Okay, like this you have to change it. So come within this walkthrough section, and there you change it. All right, now let's come to this again, and here you can see that it has been changed. Right now, let's move to this next camera, and there you change it like this. Okay, and you can drag, or else no, you can drag to this point. So I don't know what exact point number, the frame number it is. So what you can do is you can click the camera and drag it to this point, or this frame. Now let's just face towards our building, and about this one. So again hold and drag to this point, and now to this again like this, and face towards our building. Now for this point, let's face like this. So we have to change each and every frame. So now just see that it's adapting in between these main points, right? So in between that, we don't have to change. We just have to change the camera facing at the main points, at the main frames. You can also come to this walkthrough, and there you can check that the view is proper or not, and according to that you can change it. So it will work for all the uh, cameras, not only for the single camera. Okay, so make sure that. And now you want to control the path, like you want to make it like this. You want to change the path, so that, so from here you change it from camera to this one, like this. Change it to camera, change it to path. You want to add any keyframe there, like you want to add any keyframe over there, so that you can add. Okay, so let's not add any keyframe there. And if you want to remove any keyframe there, you can remove. Just simply select and remove it. Okay, it's very simple. Now this camera. Okay, and now come to this property settings, and here you see that this crop region is visible. So if you uncheck this, so there the border will not be visible. Okay, here the border will not be visible. So after making all the changes, you can uncheck this. Okay, all right. And about the far clip. Okay, so how much it will be visible in the background after this also. So how far it will capture. So there it is. If you activate this, and there you will define this offset, and according to that it will capture in the background. Okay, and in the render settings you can define like this as a high and exterior settings. So we will come on this rendering settings, and this render quality, there you can set up like this, and about lighting and the background and image. exposure, you want to edit anything like that. uh, okay, so about the walkthrough framing, so we have done it already. From here as well you can do it. All right, and you can name it, you can give it a name. Walkthrough one is there, so you can change the name like okay, so it is done now. And about the placement, so we have placed all the points or all the frame at our first floor level. So now just come to any elevation there, north elevation there. So there you can again come to edit walkthrough, and there you can change all your points position there. Okay, so for that, like, come to path, and there you can change it like this way, you can change it. Okay, let me undo this. Okay, so see now, now here in this north elevation you cannot see it, right? You cannot see the path, or you cannot see the walkthrough, you cannot select it, right? So for that you have to come to this walkthrough view, and there you have to select this, and then again you can select in other views. So it's like the same, creating your camera view. Okay, and you come to this edit walkthrough, and like this one. So let me just go for this one. Sorry, this will be the path. So you can come to, let me check in 3D if I can do it. Let's go for edit walkthrough and edit the path. Yeah. So here we can do it like this. Let me just check it. All right. So we have edited. Yes. Fine. Now, what we will do, we will come to this, and we will select it. Let's come to this edit walkthrough there, and let's come at the first. That is the first frame now. Let's go for display, and we will check it. Okay, so it's working perfectly. What we have done, according to our action, we're getting the result. So we have no problem with that now. So now let's go for this. Okay, just let me finish it, otherwise it may hang. Now, after completing this one, we will be exporting it. We will render our walkthrough. So you have to come to this file manager. Let me just complete this, and there you will have uh, one option for exporting your render or uh, not render, exporting your walkthrough. Okay, and make sure that the rendering settings is as per your requirement, like this one. And after that, come to this file, and here you have this export option there, and just place your mouse on at the down arrow only, and there you have this images and animation, and you have this walkthrough. You will be clicking on that, and about this output length, you can define this from start 1 to like 2000 up to 2000 frame. So there you can edit this frame range. Now we are going with the all frames, and frame seconds frame per second is 15, so that we are okay with that. And we will have 3 minutes 20-second video, and the visual style is, so you can go for this rendering, and then only you will have a video output with a realistic visual style. it will render within this walkthrough. Okay, so zoom to actual size 100%, that is okay with that, and the dimension, that is this, we are okay with that. And if you want to include any time and date stamp there, you can include that. So it will take time, it will take longer, so I'm not going to okay it, I'm just canceling it. So I suggest you that you go with that, create this walkthrough, and export it as a video, and run that video simply. It will work fine. Now about this rendering, let's come to this. All right. So about this rendering. So in 2021, uh, you get uh, more more realistic effect there. Okay, and here you can on the shadow option there, you can on this shadow option, just a second. Yeah, so the shadow is on right now, and you can on this sun path. Okay, you can on this sun path. So let's go with that, project location, date and time. And this without the sun path, sun is available, but if you on this sun path, and now you can change this. Okay, you can change the sun position there with this sun path, you can see the sun. So that's why we do this sun path on, and we can check uh, like the effect, we can check it, like at this point we are getting this much of light towards this room, and the shadow is to this side. Okay, so just let me off this sun path right now, and now let me come to this options, graphic display options, and here you see that this is uh, the visual style, realistic. If you want to show the edges, you can keep the check. If you don't want to, just apply the uncheck, and no edges. And if you want to make it transparent, that you can do. And about the shadows, so you can make ambient shadows also from here. And about any lightings there, so that is exterior lightings, and the sun exposure, that is there, ambient light. And about the shadows, so shadows is 50% darker, and you can make it more darker there. Okay, and you can add any background. If you want to add any background there, like image, you can put any image, or you can put any gradient there. Like let's select this gradient, and you can apply there, and this kind of thing you will be uh, able to see. Like let me choose perspective there, just hold on. Yeah, now you can see. So it will take time. So it depends upon your system configuration, that you have a uh, good graphics card there. It's processing. Let me just come to this one. And about the background, let me just make it none, apply. Okay, and let me bring it back to wireframe. Yeah, okay. So now let me change it to realistic. Now about this render, let's come to this render option now. And here you see the quality is set as draft. Okay, so that is the low quality of render. You can increase the quality with medium, high, best, and you can customize. So these are your you can say like a template. Okay, about your quality. All these settings are done within this medium. So there are already uh, this uh, within this mediums some settings are already there, so you can go with this custom and or else you can go for this edit option there, and there you can render, you can define the render by level. So the levels you increase, it will take a longer time, and it will render every each and every pixel over there. Okay, and you can also define with the render by time and until satisfactory. So according to that you will get, and you can make it advanced. So there you will get precise material and shadows. And when it is simplified, so it will take approximate materials and shadows there. So now you see that when you choose this medium, so this one is locked. You cannot edit within this medium. When you choose draft, you see this is set as 1. When you choose medium, this set as 5. When you choose high, so this render by level is set as 10, and that is set as advanced. Okay, so it will take longer. The higher the accuracy is, higher the quality is, it will take longer to render it, and also depends on the configuration of your system. So if you have a good system, you can you can have your smooth render, so without lagging. Now about this, let's come on this output settings. So the resolution, the screen is the resolution is set according to the screen, and you can set according to the printer there, and you can change this DPI. So let's set as per the screen. And about the lighting, so exteriors sun only is set right now. So if you want to create a day scene, you will choose this exterior sun only. And if you want to create like when the time is around your sunset, there some daylight is there, but you need some um, normal artificial lights over there. You need your street lights, so there you can have both sun and artificial lights. Okay, uh, so that you will set. And about the uh, nighttime scene, so you can have your artificial only, and that is applicable for interior as well. The same thing is applicable for the interiors as well. Okay, and about the background, so there you can have this kind of sky background there. It is already set. You can define any solid color there. Okay, like this you can define any solid color, and this will be rendered. Okay, very cloudy, normal cloudy. So you can also define any image there out there. So let me go for any image. Let me come to this images, and I have one sky background downloaded. Yeah, so this kind of sky background you can download like this, or you can apply this one. Okay, whichever you like, you can choose that. And here you can see that this is used as stretch, so it will fill up the whole screen, no matter whatever the size of your image is. So you can choose original size. You can use only width, so it will fill up the width only, and if you go for height, it will fill up the height only. Okay, so for this the height match, and if you go for this width, it will match the width. Now better we go for this stretch, so let's click on OK. And if you need to adjust any image exposure there, like how much brighter it will be, highlights and shadows. Okay, so let me make darker shadows there. Okay, and about saturation and white point, that is fine. I'm fine with that. And if you want to make it more darker there, you can go for it. Let's click on OK. And this one you can go for medium or else the high. So let's go for the draft. It will render it very quickly. So when you are going with the trial and error, you are checking that the view is proper and the materials and the image, everything is properly rendering or not. You can check with a draft, or else what you can do is you can choose region there. So you say this region is there. Okay, so within that region you can set this view like this. Just a second. Let me select this region, and let me just, so I want to render only this area. I want to render only this area. So there all the materials I have placed, so I can have the idea for all other parts. So for this one I can render it with high quality or the medium quality there. Okay, so let's go with the medium one for this one, and let me render it. So it will still take time. And to cancel your rendering, what you should do is escape, and that will be cancelled. So just wait for a few minutes. Here you see it's, so it has rendered only this area, right? And after that you can export this, uh, you can export this your realistic image as an image file. You can export it, so you are exporting it as a JPG or bitmap or PNG file or TIF file. uh, as an external file you can save it, you can export it, you can save within this project. Okay, you can save this view within this project. So I'll come on this later. So now let me uncheck this region option there. Okay, now I will go for this whole. There I can see my background there. So let me go with this draft. Okay, otherwise it will take really lots of time. I hope you all can see this, right? You all are able to see this. So within this draft setting, we are not getting exact materials, and but that is okay for us right now, because we know that if we set medium or high or the best, we will get the accurate materials and the lighting, so you will get that. So now you can save this view within your uh, project. Okay, so let's go for this save image into project, and there you name it like let me name with your batch. And let's go for okay, and that is done. Okay, so within this rendering, so you will have that. I will coming on that part. I will show you. Before that, let me just show you this show the model. So here you see that with this you can get this rendering output, and if you click on this show model, it will show you the normal model, that normal 3D model. And if you click on this show the rendering right now, it will show you the render. So it will save you Revit will keep the previous render output for you. Okay, it will keep it for you. So like you go for this unshake, you again come to this view and this render there. This render will be uh, again you when you close this, you have to render it again. But whenever you keep that window within that, it will save it for you. Okay. Now let's come to this renderings, and there you see this one is saved for you. Okay, and you can select this image, and you can uh, change uh, this one. You can increase. Okay, you can change this. All right. So this how you can render it fine, and you can have it within your project like that. And also you can render in cloud. Okay, so that will be done by Autodesk. If you go for render in cloud option there, so let me just. So if you go for render in cloud, and it will render for you this one on the next screen. You have to select this 3D view and start rendering, and the service will notify when your image is ready, and that will be available in your render gallery. So let's go for continue there. So for this one, you can access with your student version, student license, or if you have purchased the license, then you can access it also. But you cannot access if you have cracked it. Okay, so there you will be selecting any particular 3D view, or you want to render all the 3D views. So let me just choose this one, this 3D view. What will be the output type? That is panorama or stereo panorama. I want a still image. What will be the render quality? That is final. And image size, there you can define like this, extra large or like this. So it's asking you for this. This require nine credits required. Okay, so I don't have any credits, so I cannot do exposure that is advanced or native. So if you go for this standard, and the image size, let me take it small, and for this purpose you don't need any credits. Okay, if you choose medium, then it may require, just let me check. Yeah, so for the medium also you don't need any credits. For the large you may, yeah, when you go for the large you require one credits. So let's go for this medium. About the exposure, let me check with advanced. Okay, and it will render for you, and then you can check this one. uh, it will notify you with the email whenever it is completed, and in the cloud you can access it. Okay, all right. So this is done for today. We have covered this walkthrough part. We have covered how to create your walkthrough, how you can edit the walkthrough for your desired result, and at the last you can render this output. And then what you can do is, within that you have that option, uh, uh, export. You can export it as a jpeg image or png image. There you can do that. And now let me come to this export option. There, just place your mouse pointer there, and here you have this image and images and animation, and there from images also you can choose this, export this one, this current window as an image. So you can choose any selected views there, like this. You can choose this one, this rendered view there, for your image. And here let me just uncheck with, let me check with the views. So what you can see here within this list, what you want to show, that you are checking over there, the views. So within the list of all the views, you can select your rendered view there and click on OK. I don't want to save for future session. All the settings, it's asking to save it. No, I don't want to save it. And what will be the image size? So it's fit. So you can choose zoom to 100% of actual size. You can like, okay. And what is format? Okay, so that is, we are okay with that, jpeg. All right. And about all this, nothing to do with that. And where it will be saved, let me just change it on desktop. Let me save it within this, and let me go for this save. And anything else? No, right? Let's click on OK. And I hope that is exported there. Let me just check it. uh, Desktop, Revit. Yeah, so that is done. Let me just open for you. Okay, so that is too small. Go for this export there, images and animation. Let me choose for image, uh, This will be selected to the view, this one. Let's click on OK, and uh, image size, let's go for this. Okay, uh, so all this we need to hide it. Let me go with, okay, yes, let me replace that. Now let me check it. So here it is. Let me just share. So you can export your file like this. So let me check it again, like go with this image, and there let me go for the zoom to, let me go for 1000%, and let me click on OK, and let me check it. uh, so here we have, right. Okay, so you know how to export this image. So here it is, the option. Go for this image, and there you can do all the things. Let me go for this. Sorry. Yeah. So this one is selected, and this is the location there. And let me go for, click on OK, and yes, I want to replace it. And let me check that. Yes. Okay. So according to that, you have to set, if you are going with that zoom option. If you are going with that zoom option, then accordingly you have to set it. I think now it's fine, right? I hope you all can see this screen, right? So we are completed today. So today's class is over here.